Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a very exciting video today. I'm doing a holiday get ready with me. I'm in my hotel room right now. I could pretend it was a rosé, but it's actually a Recorder. We got a free bottle of red wine that came when we got into the hotel, but I mean, I can drink a glass of red wine with a steak. Having a bottle of red wine is a completely different story. Neither me nor my boyfriend really would sit there and enjoy a glass of red without having like steak or something with it. So cheers and let's get ready. It smells of parmesan. So this is going to be like a get ready with me / Q&A. So like I said many times before, I actually film on my phone. So I wrote down the questions, put it in a hat, and I'll just take them out, answer a question as I'm getting ready. So I'm just going to be looking down quite a lot because I've literally got you car mounted to the like patio doors which go straight out to the balcony. So I'm just using a mirror just for guidance, and in comparison to what I look like on camera and like my tan in real life, it's so different. Not that I actually tan that well, because I don't. Let's not talk about these spots, they won't go away. Yeah, but we are currently just about at halfway through our holiday. We booked 12 nights and we have got 8 nights left. So yeah, nearly halfway through the holiday, which is actually crazy, but at the same time, like this holiday, you know how usually holidays go really quick, like you blink and you're back home? Well, I've never been away for this like long of a time. Let me just darken it, I just think I'm too bright. So I've never been away for like this long of a time. Like I used to go when my grandma lived in Spain. I used to go and visit her for 2 weeks, but in terms of actual holidays that I've booked, this is the longest time I've actually booked to go away. So yeah, it feels like quite nice actually to have quite a decent amount of time left still of my holiday. Even though I feel like I've done a lot, there's still like a lot left to do, which is nice obviously, because no one wants that reality of once you've finished like your holiday, you're like, oh great, back to work. But yeah, that's because obviously I wrote the questions down. One of the questions was about quarantine, but I'll get into that as I go through the questions. So I'm actually getting longer than the 2 weeks that I've booked off work because of current circumstances. So yeah, I'll leave that explanation when I go more in depth into the questions, like I said, because I know that there is a question about quarantining. I also keep looking outside because I'm filming. So I keep looking outside because I am filming in the room. One, because aircon, it's so much like cooler and nicer to film in here. I was going to sit on the balcony and show you like kind of the view outside, but the reality is that it's really quite warm outside, as well as other people hearing me on the balcony. There's music playing outside, and it's still relatively early, so people are still by the pool and that. So I just thought I'd film in the room because it's cooler, and also I'm facing a window, so the natural lighting, although it's kind of washing out a little bit, even still, that's too dark, even though it's washing out a little bit, it would be better than literally sitting out there where my back's to the natural daylight. So I just feel like that lighting would not be the greatest. So yeah, I've had to like vanish, is that even the right word, my boyfriend outside, because He didn't want to be in the video. I thought it could have been cool to have him ask me the questions as I'm getting ready, but he does not want to be in it, which is fair enough. He doesn't even want his voice to be in it. I'm like, okay, fair enough, no worries. I will just write down all the questions, put it into a hat, and then pull them out as I'm getting ready. So yeah, he's outside. I'm still shy about filming around other people and even like around him, even though I know he's probably seen my videos before. I know he can probably hear me right now. Just having him actually, like, me knowing that he's sitting there listening to me is a bit, it just makes me cringe a bit. So he's outside on the balcony, but we've got this like mesh netting, so I can sort of see him and he can sort of see me, but it's not so like, if we kept looking at each other, it would definitely put me off and I would not be able to film this video. So if I keep looking outside, it's because I'm stalking him. I want to see what he's doing. Itching his nipple right now. Interesting. Right, now that I've done my brows, I'm just gonna have another sip of my drink and then we'll get into some questions. So, first one is, what is the hotel name that you're staying in? It looks beautiful. So, the name of the hotel that I'm staying is, as I put it on the screen, it's the Tui Blue Zante Maris Hotel, and we're staying in a place called Silivi in Zakynthos in Zante, Greece. This hotel has only been open a year, so it's very new, as you can even tell from like the background that I'm in, like the dropped down lights, very minimal bedding, you've got like copper accessories, you've got like a chaise lounge over here, like wooden accents, very like Scandinavian, very like, it's very simple, very modern. And then I have done a full like room tour, and that will be up before this video, which will be my Zante vlog part 1, because I'm doing like vlogging like half my trip at a time. So the full room tour of the hotel that I'm staying in, and also some like more details about the hotel itself. I did like a really mini tour of the pool, of the beach, because this hotel is just on the beach itself, so we have like our own private section of the beach as you come off the pool. Yeah, so I have vlogged more of the hotel and like the location on that video, so go and check that one out. But the name of the hotel that I'm staying in is Tui Blue Zante Maris. It was previously known as something else, which I don't actually know what it was. But yeah, this, like I said, this is a new hotel and it's only been open a year, which is actually really quite sad if you think about, see, that's the like mesh curtain coming through, which is actually really quite sad considering they've only been open a year, and you know, within that year or just after, Corona's hit. So, you know, hopefully they'll pull through, they'll be fine. The staff here have been really amazing, and I know from working hospitality and in the hotel industry itself how difficult it can be to remain positive, optimistic when bookings are low, when everyone's clearly struggling. I know how difficult it can be to work in that environment, and also to be in an environment where you're perhaps operating with a lot less staff. But it seems here that they've got plenty of staff on. I've never felt like I've been waiting for a drink, or, you know, service has been slow. Service has been amazing. Everyone's been really friendly, like more than welcome to help you, and it's just very chilled, and it's very, I don't know, it's really nice. I would definitely come back, and it shows a lot about a hotel and about a business, from the way that they've handled this, like the situation at the minute. So very impressed with this hotel. Would definitely come again if we were to come back to Zakynthos, to Silivi. obviously we were meant to go to Cyprus, but being here, just being able to get away, because obviously that, like you've seen in my other videos, in my prep videos, in my holiday haul, I mean my ASOS holiday haul, because it was pre-filmed. Essentially as soon as that order came, I wanted to film it, and because I ordered my holiday stuff, like I get so excited, I ordered that quite a while ago. So in that video I was still saying Cyprus, and then it's been like a couple of weeks and I knew Cyprus has been cancelled. And then in my other videos it was like, are we even going to be able to get to Greece? I don't know. But we have made it, we have managed to get out here. And you've just kind of got to be, just take everything as it comes. And so far, like I said, we're just at the halfway point of our holiday, really enjoying it. I'm just glad to be able to get away, because otherwise, I mean, it would not have been pretty, because this would have been our 4th holiday that has been cancelled, not due to COVID, but we've just had a lot of holidays that have been cancelled. The first one was the Thomas Cook one. Last year we were meant to go away when Thomas Cook went into administration, so that holiday was cancelled, but luckily we were able to still get away. It just wasn't, we were meant to come to Greece, to this place, not this hotel, but to Silivri, where we are now. Last year that's where we were meant to come, then we ended up going to Cyprus, and we loved that holiday in Cyprus, and we rebooked to go there this year. Then that was cancelled, and now we've come to Silivri, so it's kind of done like a full circle. But so we had the Thomas Cook holiday that was cancelled, and then we had a log cabin trip in Scotland in March cancelled. Then we had our Cyprus holiday cancelled, and then we were thinking if this one was to have been cancelled, that would have been 4 holidays. So yeah, it wouldn't have been pretty. Both of us, me and Lewis, would have been pretty pissed off. I mean, rightfully so. But yeah, luckily we've been able to get away. So before I start really getting into doing my eyeshadow, I'm going to answer another question. This one is your go-to holiday essentials. So it really depends what you're talking about, because I have like my essential skincare, like different things that I would count as essential. But if I just didn't do specific products and just did like one basic, obviously sun cream, those kind of things. But I think actually just a moisturiser that hasn't got, or like a really intense night moisturiser, an eye cream as well, because I found from going in and out the sea all day, which we have been doing, I mean every day. We go down to the beach because it's like a beach hotel, like I've said. We have not actually sat around by the pool at all, because you've got that view of the beach, and in comparison, like the pool just doesn't compare at all to the beach view. So we've pretty much just been going to the beach, and when you're coming in and out the sea, you've got like the salt water, you've got sun cream and everything, and being in the sun, it makes your skin tight, and having the sand and everything made my under eyes so dry and itchy that I've just felt like, I was literally just saying to Lewis today, that I want some of those cooling eye pads, like an eye mask, to put underneath your eyes, just to cool them a little bit and soothe them, because they have been actually really quite sore. But yeah, I'd say my go-to holiday essentials is just like body moisturiser, because there is nothing worse than being all sunburnt. You've put all of the after sun and everything on, yeah, like your face is so sore, and you just need like a couple of things, remedies, so that your skin isn't completely messed up from the sea, the sun, the sand, you know, everything. So I'm just going for a jumpsuit tonight. I've worn it before. I bought it last year. It's a tie. At the minute, I'm literally just in my Primark PJs. It's ties at the top, and it's blue and white striped. Like, it has that shearing at the top, and it's wide leg. So I'm just going for like blue and white, like classic Greece vibes. I'm just going very simple makeup, which is honestly like what I've actually just been wearing. I've just been doing concealer. I haven't even bothered with like any sort of body, like face primer, shimmers, anything like that, because I've had a lot of spots at the minute, which I thought would have cleared up in the sun, but it actually hasn't. Well, not really. I just don't want to highlight any of that, so I've just been doing eyebrows, eyeshadow, mascara, and a bit of like lip balm, because I burnt my lips the first day. So I tried to do a red lip yesterday, and honestly, because the outside of my lips are burnt, it looked as if like a 7-year-old just gone like that. So I've not really been bothering with that either. I had brought fake lashes, but also given up with. I've not even attempted to put them on. I just can't be bothered, to be honest. I'm really not that fussed this year. I think sometimes you get in that mood with holidays where you just, sometimes it's too warm, but mainly I just want to be comfy and not have loads of makeup on or highlight any bad skin, which is so, like, of course, I've been saying this whole time I've been on YouTube, oh, I don't have problematic skin, it's really like I'm quite lucky with my skin. And now all of a sudden it's like karma has hit me, and I've had the worst skin, which I know obviously it's not that bad, but for me, the worst skin that I've had in a long time. And it's all around my chin. The only thing I can think is from the masks that I have to wear at work, and then obviously wearing masks here, that the sweat and everything has just continued, like the spot saga. So great, love that. That's that for me. Right, let's answer another question. Are many places open on holiday? Now, this was a worry that I actually did have myself. Not so much a worry. I think I just got to the point where I didn't care what was open on holiday. I just wanted to get there. We are all inclusive, so, you know, if all else fails, we can eat in the hotel. We're not really all inclusive people, so yeah, we don't mind a buffet, but it's not our preference. We prefer to go out for dinner and experience the cuisine that way than have buffet food. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're not eating the hotel buffet, we're going out for dinner. But yeah, I did just get to a point where I don't care what's open. We're all inclusive. Worst case scenario, we go on holiday and we just eat the food that we have kind of paid for, which is all inclusive. That was like worst case. But actually, a lot of places are open. A lot of businesses have obviously struggled with what's been going on at the minute. I think you can tell this place is very touristy and very focused on the Brits, and I think once upon a time it probably was like a really cute local village. But I think now that quite a few hotels have popped up along the beach, it's sort of turned more into like for holiday makers. But it's not ruined it at all. Like, I don't feel like I'm in Benidorm. But you know, a lot of businesses are trying to stay afloat. Greece is obviously quite a poor country. It relies very heavily on the Brits and on the tourism. So I think for that reason that actually a lot of places are open, but I've never been to Silivi before. I've been to Santiago's holiday, but that was a completely different story. But I've never been to Silivi before, so I didn't know what was open here. I didn't know what to expect. But there's loads of choice for restaurants. The only thing that I've seen is that there's a lot more sort of restaurant owners coming to you on the beach and advertising their hotel to you like that. giving you flyers, because we actually had one guy that keeps coming on the beach every day. It's his restaurant, it's his family owned restaurant, and he's giving it out flyers, and he says that I'm having to do it myself this year because I can't pay to advertise it, which of course is so sad that he can't actually pay because of the current climate. He can't pay the company he would normally use to advertise his restaurant, so he's having to go out and do it himself, like the old-fashioned way, sales blitz. But places, until they're told to close, are staying open just to try and make the money back that they've lost. And if Brits are still coming, then there's still a reason to stay open. So I was worried that not many places are going to be open. Well, not worried, but you know, I thought, oh, I wonder what's going to be open. But there's actually a decent amount. So yeah, we've not had any trouble trying to find somewhere to go for dinner. Everywhere is trying to stay open and just trying to keep business going and keep some sort of normality. The next question. Do I recommend going on holiday at this time? Well, I felt some judgment telling people that I was going on holiday abroad this year. People saying like, are you crazy? You know, is it safe? I would rather just do a staycation or that thing. And I went through all of that as well, because we had this time off work and this original Cyprus holiday booked a year in advance. And then that got cancelled, and then you have this £500 incentive to rebook something within the 7 days, which we did do. And at the time that we booked, Greece wasn't an issue at all. Nothing about quarantine, everything seemed fine. So we thought, okay, well, we'll rebook. We still really want to go away. And I think our attitude is, obviously we know things are bad in the world right now, but you've also got to live your life and get on with things. So that's what we were doing. Would I recommend to everybody to go abroad right now? No, I wouldn't recommend it, but we're enjoying it. I think we needed it. We needed to come away. We deserved to come away. And so we have, and that's it really. Like, there's nothing more to say. Would I tell everybody to go and do it? No. But I don't regret coming away at all. Like I said, I really felt like I needed to come away. I needed this space, and there's you can do staycations and you still get the sense of being away, having the break and recharging your batteries, but there is nothing like coming abroad and being completely out of your bubble, which is what we have been in for such a long time. Like, not just doing the same thing over and over again. We were quarantining for months and months on end. So to like leave the house, leave the village, leave England behind, like, you just get to a point where you just feel like you need it. And we had this break in our mind. We knew we was going to go abroad, and then yeah, we just, I don't know. I don't regret it. Do I recommend it to everybody? No. That's my answer. I feel like it's an iffy one. People are going to get annoyed that everyone's going away, but at the same time, everybody else is saying, well, you've got to get on and live with your life. And if the government's saying we can travel, then I'm going to travel. And that's kind of our attitude, really. So that's it in terms of like makeup. I'm just going to put some lip gloss on, like I said, with my lipstick scenario. It's just not a vibe right now with these burnt lips. So I'm just going to put some lip balm on, finish my rosé, and then answer the rest of the questions. So I decided just to throw on my jumpsuit, get like completely ready, and then finish the get ready with me Q&A. So another question: what are the plans for the rest of your holiday? So like I said, we're pretty much halfway through now. The plans for the rest of the holiday are to chill out some more, definitely spend more time at the beach, drink more cocktails, because like I said, it's all inclusive. So I am down in those aperol spritz, you best believe. We're thinking about inquiring tomorrow about paragliding. We want to do something fun like that. we're staying away from the boat trips. We've kind of like done a lot of boat trips every time we go away, and once you've done one boat trip, I feel like you've done them all. And I get quite seasick, like motion sickness, and the last boat trip we went on last year, I got very seasick. So we're thinking about doing paragliding, maybe do some mini golf as well, go out for more nice dinners, and do just more of what we've already been doing. So that's the plans for the rest of the trip. Another question is the mask scenario. So you have to wear your mask on the flight the whole way, which we did. You have to wear masks when you go into supermarkets. It's very similar to the UK. In terms of restaurants, you don't, because as soon as you're in there, you're sitting, eating, drinking. So there's no real mask scenario in restaurants, but in shops, we don't really spend much time in the hotel other than just on the beach. And when we're sitting downstairs, like after this, we'll go down and have a drink in the bar. You don't have to wear your masks. You kind of wear it as you feel comfortable, as you see fit. And it's just very common sense, like it is in the UK. So the mask scenario isn't daunting, isn't overwhelming. It's very similar to being at home. You just be sensible and, you know, also courteous at the same time. So that's kind of the mask scenario. Another question is, do you have to quarantine when you get home? Which is, like I said, I was going to touch on this. Yes, whilst we were away, it was announced that we have to quarantine for 2 weeks when we get home. We kind of knew this was going to happen before a couple of days before we went away. Wales and Scotland put Zante on the quarantine list. Whilst we were away a couple of days in, it was announced that England had put Zante on the quarantine list, as well as other Greek islands. So when we come back, we will have to quarantine for 2 weeks. It was a risk that we were taking when we went. We knew that was a possibility. So yes, we do, but we also kind of were expecting it to happen at the same time. Another question is your favourite cocktail that you've had. Not that it's really a cocktail, but I've had the most an Aperol Spritz. You've also got a Cuba Libre, which is rum, lime and coke. And there's like a passion fruit one, which is sort of like a more fizzy Aperol pornstar martini. So those are the cocktails that I've been having the most, but the drink really is an Aperol Spritz. And the second to last question is, what is it like going on a holiday at this time? It's strange, but at the same time, it's definitely worth it, I think anyway. It's strange, like I said, with the mask scenarios. There's a lot of things that feel odd, mainly the travelling side of things, getting on the plane, the transfers. As soon as you kind of step outside your front door and get to the airport, your mask is on then until you get to your hotel. That was probably the worst part, but I mean, if I have to do that to come here and to look at views like this and to get away, then I feel like it's worth it. So going on a holiday at the minute, it's different, but at the same time it's worth it. I don't feel as though it's tainted my view on this holiday at all with how it's been at the moment. The only kind of thing that sort of made this holiday different is I feel like at any point, especially at the beginning of the holiday before quarantine was announced and just after, and now really, but specifically in the beginning, I just felt like we could get told at any minute, that's it, you're coming home. And it could still be the case now, but you've just got to think, when you're booking your holiday, that's the risk you're going to take. You might have to quarantine when you get back, your holiday might have to be cut short. But so far, yes, we have to quarantine. We've not heard anything about cutting our holiday short. We've hit the halfway point pretty much. So, you know, it is what it is. Last question. My favourite holiday snack. This holiday, it's been nuts, and we've had a lot of cashew nuts, and like little barbecue nuts as well, and pita bread and tzatziki is my favourite snack right now. Like when I go out and have food, it's like what I will definitely always have as a starter. but in terms of snacks that we've been having in the hotel room, it's been nuts. We've just been snacking on nuts whilst you're having a drink, like having some salted nuts or some cashews, or we're having some cranberries as well. It's literally just like the perfect combination as you're just drinking, having a couple of snacks. I just love it. So that is everything for this Q&A and this summer holiday get ready with me. I hope you've all really enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and a comment, and check out my other holiday content as well. I've got 2 vlogs going up and also a holiday evening outfits video, so please check those out, and also my Instagram to see where I'll be styling and, you know, having some holiday pics as well. So other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.